Hello everyone, it's Brittney from the Pretty Plus, and today I'm going to be sharing with you our May 2020 budget review. I'm going to be sharing with you everything that we spent money on this month, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to share with you what we had planned to spend versus what we actually spent. And right now we are working on a goal of beefing up an emergency fund. I think that we've come to terms with wanting it to be around $10,000. And spoiler, we were pretty close to that. So soon things will just feel so much better for us. The getting out of debt, the $42,000 in debt that we paid off, that felt so heavy and it was so great to be lifted. And now this $10,000 that we're saving up for, it feels to me like a security that I've never experienced before. So I'm pretty excited about it. But anyway, before I get into it, if you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe so you can stick around. And I do videos like this every single month. I do one where at the beginning of the month, where I share all of our goals and plans, and then one at the end of the month where I share how it all went for us and what we spent the excess money on. This is my budget spreadsheet. I created it. I have tweaked it over the last 2.5 years of doing intense budgeting like this. It is available for free to you. You can download that below. And then if you have questions about it, you can let me know because I can do what I can to help. I don't have a ton of people reaching out to me about it, but sometimes I do, and I do what I can to assist because we all have different needs. So if you have a special need that you are trying to accommodate, I'm happy to help. Okay, so to start, we did refinance our house. So a little bit of detail on that is that we had a pretty okay rate. It was 4.75, I think. And then and we financed the whole amount of our house. Long story short, we were able to refinance enough, and our house has gained enough in equity that when we refinanced, we were able to get rid of that PMI, that private mortgage insurance that we were paying before. And we hadn't technically paid off 20% of it, and we only put 3% down. So that was really, really nice. We have taken our mortgage payment from $970 a month down to $680 a month. We still kept the 30-year mortgage, and that was a decision we made basically so that we could keep saving money ourselves because we want to buy a new house, we want to build a new house within the next 5 years. So more money that we can save on our side and not have like tied up as equity is what we were interested in because we already have quite a bit of equity in our house. We ended up refinancing for 3.375% for that. I realize now that we could have gotten it even lower than that if we would have waited for a while because mortgage rates have come down since we did that. However, no regrets, saving a lot of money, and I work for the bank, so I was able to get a lot of discounts on our closing and things like that. So it's definitely working out in our favor. I think that you have to look at the numbers for yourself and all that good stuff, but once you do look at the numbers, even if it scares you, it's something that you should look into, and consider if it fits your needs. Realized I had something there. Okay, so $0 is what we have this month because we don't pay our first payment on our new mortgage until July. So we have 2 months of a break because we prepaid for May, is basically how it comes out. So then car payment, typically $279. We bump that up to pay $300. It's not a ton, but it's a little bit to principal every month, which is helpful. $166 is what we're paying for our phones. So it had originally been $146, and then I got an Apple Watch, and it is on our plan because it was way cheaper to do it that way. It was 50% off. And so I'm paying that out of my allowance. So we just took the money from the allowance, and instead of giving it to me, it just goes toward our bill. So instead of $75, I'm getting $55 a month. And then internet is $65 as usual. We had budgeted $200 for gas and electric, and it was only $157, so $43 extra there. Daycare $625. Just paid that today. We like to save up for the whole month and then pay the next month's bill in full. So there are 5 weeks, so $625 is what we're doing right now. $12 for Hulu, and then I had budgeted, I think, $300, 300 or 350 for groceries and household. We have still found that we're just not able to do that. We're eating a lot of fresh foods, and protein and meat is expensive, so I bumped it up to 400, and then we ended up going over. So we went $440. And this, I think, is probably the most we've ever spent on groceries in a month. During this budgeting time, we used to spend so much money because we'd waste everything. But I feel good about that. I know that we didn't do anything really dumb. So there's that. And then we budgeted $15 for Joey and North, but I ended up finding our litter fully in stock, and so I just bought a ton of it, and I bought litter bags, so $26 is what we spent, so we're over by $11 there. Our medical bills come out of our HSA, so that's $125, but it doesn't show on our budget because it's not spent out of our budget, it's spent out of our paycheck. And then $0 for debt payments. I still like seeing that number there, so I haven't taken it off yet. I'm sure I'll get around to it, but right now the $0 debt payment is just making me happy. So for restaurant, I had budgeted, I don't know why, I budgeted $100, and then I changed it to $125. And then we ended up not going to that, and I knew that we weren't going to spend any more, so I just $108. That's what we spent. We bought a bunch of junk, like, if you look at this, it is like Burger King, Taco Bell, Wendy's, Milky Way is like a place in a weird carnival stand. Just a bunch of junk that we really didn't need to spend. However, we did. So we're working on eating healthier now. We're on week 2 or week 3, I think, of like a healthier, like basically eating more whole foods, kind of calorie counting, just being aware of what we're putting into our bodies. I feel so much better. I think my husband feels better too, even though he never seems to feel great anymore. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. And yeah, groceries, I think next month are still going to be budgeted more than we typically would, but it's because the things that we're buying are having big markups right now. I started talking about groceries again. I meant to talk about restaurant. We don't use restaurant money a lot when we're eating better. So, like, all of this was in the first half of the month, and then nothing in the second half because we ate from home. So budgeting for next month will probably be lower. And then gas budgeted $125, and we spent $125. How random is that? I think that Brett might have done exactly $25 instead of doing his normal like 30 some dollars when he fills up a tank, just because that's what our budget was, but we stayed on budget. And then allowance $150 for both of us. And let's see, the rest of these are sinking funds here. So 35 into family needs, 115 into insurance, 75 into the car, 60 into the house sinking fund. We've got 55 in gifts, 25 in holiday, $5 in the pet sinking fund, $50 in our travel sinking fund, which we haven't tapped into yet at all, and $100 in our Mason sinking fund. And if you want to hear more about our sinking funds, I talk about them more usually at the beginning of the month. And I have a full video all about sinking funds as well that I will link for you below. And then the last thing is Clara expenses, and I had budgeted $30. And won't you know, I went over by $70. So let's see what we bought for Clara. We did pouches. I bought this off of Facebook. It was a brand new like pouch maker. like the pouches for like applesauce and things like that, that you fill yourself, and pouches for it. Didn't really work out as planned. She, I guess, just doesn't like when I make it myself. She hasn't eaten any of them. She's just tried to pour them out. So I have already put that up in hopes that if we have another child, I can start them off early with homemade ones instead of how we're doing with Clara. We'll see. I may just end up giving it to a friend. Who knows? But it's put away for now. Um, I bought, and then these other two are both Walmart. So what is that? $80 of stuff from Walmart. Diapers, sunscreen, clothes, pull-ups. We're gonna try to start potty training some. We did for a day, and then she was okay with it, and then she was terrified of the toilet. So we kind of gave it a break. Realized that she's gonna have to want to sit on the toilet for us to even try. And she's still pretty young. She's 20 months. So we have time. It's not like a dire need. She's not like 4 and not potty trained. She's young. So we just want to try to be prepared. And let's see. When we round up our money, I always explain this, but if we buy something for 75 cents, that $25 rounds up. And that's why we are able to put these nice, pretty whole numbers in everything. And then the extra change that we spend on our card, I tally it all up and we put that money in Clara's savings account. So $19.87 is what we did. This is over here, sinking funds used are things that we purchased from our sinking funds. So looks like from gifts, we did Mother's Day gifts and Father's Day gifts. In the Mason fund, our anniversary was in May, so we did that. And then I also bought Brett's Father's Day gift. Brett had some car maintenance for $83. And then from our family needs one, I bought some medicines from Walmart, just some like ibuprofen and stuff like that. And sunscreen, which I think now I may have, no, I didn't need to put it over there in Clara's. I actually moved it from our family needs. So yes, that is all that we did for sinking funds. So what did we do with the rest? Because we had budgeted for $2,716, and we ended up spending $2,794, but we had $5,876 to spend. So we had $3,082 left over at the end of the month to decide what we were going to do with it. And we did a lot of things with it. So, let's see here. At our loan closing, we needed to take money to put into our escrow account. That was $280. I bought some gardening supplies, and that was a fail because I'm not a great gardener at all. But that was $31 at Rural King. I bought a book of stamps because we were out. We decided that we are going on a family vacation to Tennessee with my parents and my brother and my niece. And we fronted the first half of that cabin rental for $356. My mom did give us her part of it already, so that was in our monthly income, budgeted in our monthly income. I bought a patio set, also kind of a fail. It's nice, it's fine. I just should have spent a little more to get something a little nicer. We learn these things. $241 there. At Adidas, we bought masks, and I couldn't just buy that. I had to buy an outfit for Clara as well, and that was $48. And then my favorite thing that I purchased this month was I bought a Dyson vacuum. It's a cordless one. Very excited about it. I bought the V8 Animal. We have cats, and they leave their hair everywhere. I like the tools already. I'm really loving it so far. I've used it 100 times since I got it just 2 days ago. Very excited about it. But at the end of the month, we were able to put $1,860 into our savings account, and that means that we are funded at $7,000 for our emergency fund. I'm very excited about that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you want to find me on the internet, I'm at The Pretty Plus on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter. As always, on theprettyplus.com, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!